Hello everybody, welcome to my screencast. In this video we're gonna work a little bit with Koin. Now, if you're not familiar what Koin is, here is the official documentation website and a good getting started guide. But in this video I assume you already know what Koin is and you are already using. I came across a little problem recently and I want to describe how I solved it. As you may see here, I have a UI test and I'm gonna just run to begin with what the problem was. As you can see here, there is an exception that says definition override exception for the login view model. If we take a look, here I'm defining a module where I define a little graph and I do have a definition for the login view model here. So when I try to load the Koin module before the test is being executed, it says that it is a duplicate. I get back to my application class where I'm starting the Koin container and I see that I'm already loading a module here. I mean, the name doesn't really matter, but here is a definition for the login view model and this is the production wiring. Now in my test, I don't want the production wiring. I want a module that's going to be relevant only for this test. You may ask why. So here again are the production classes except the API, and that's because I want the test to be reliable. I don't want it to make HTTP calls and I want it to be fast. And I also want to control for each test based on the input, I want to control the output so I can write a variety of tests. So basically this is just an inner class here, nothing special. Anyway, so how do I come over this problem? The idea is that when I run these tests, the actual default runner is using the application class that is already defined, and that's how it sees this loading this module as a duplicate. What I have to do is I just have to define test application class that's going to be used for the tests. So let's go and create test application. The name doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna derive from the application class. And then I'm gonna do in onCreate, I'm gonna start Koin container, but I'm gonna leave it empty. I'm not gonna load any modules there. And then also on terminate, I'm gonna stop Koin. So this way, for each particular test, I can load a module that is gonna be relevant for that test, and I can unload it when I'm done with the test. Now, how do I make this class to be used instead of the actual production class? So I am going to define a new runner here that's gonna be Android JUnit runner. I'm gonna derive from this runner. I'm gonna override the new application class, and here is the place where I want to use the test application rather than the actual application class. So it starts with test robo app. This is the class that I want to use. And I'm gonna also rename this abbreviation here because I don't really like abbreviations. And that's about it. Now, all that is left is I need to register this runner to be the one that the tests are gonna use instead of the default one. So this is the default one, we have to replace it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the package. I'll put it here, and then also the name of the runner. There we go. That's it. Don't forget to sync, because otherwise the build won't recognize this change. Once the sync is done, I can get back here and run this test again. See what happens. Now the test should fail, but it should fail for the right reason, for actually not having the label that I'm asserting having the correct text on it. And yes, that's the case. So if I go to my activity and if I set the text of the required label to the reason of the failure here, and if I run, now the test should pass. Yep, we got a passing test. That's how we take advantage of the custom test runners. In this case, it helped me out with the custom Koin modules. I really hope you find this video useful. Please make sure to check the video details for links for my blog post and the repository where I'm gonna host this code so you can see it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in some of the next videos.